Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to American Truck Simulator, and just continuing to try to work through some of these trucking proficiency scenarios here. So you can see we have 12 of 26 that I have completed. They're definitely proving a bit of a challenge, but we've gotten a couple done last time. You may have noticed that there was a skip in Trucking Simulator content. Again, that's because it coincided with the Saturday when we have our Walker Transport NASCAR series running. So we do skip over there. Looks like the next one of these will be October 25th. So just, be aware of that. We're probably, 4 weeks or so, not quite, from that location. So just so folks aren't surprised again. But obviously 4 days ago we had some Euro truck content. We're back here with some American trucking content here as I continue to work through this. Once again, folks' feedback has been pretty much, hey, whatever's out there is enjoyable. So whether you're practicing or you're hauling, it's neither here nor there for most people. So in that case, unless I suddenly get bored with working through this, we'll stay in this through the foreseeable future until I get through them all, or eventually give up on the ones I can't get, like Nightmare Fuel Station or something like that. So with all that said, let's jump in here. Alright, so the next one here in Chapter 3 is Crossroads Dash. In this scenario, you must drive through the city center while putting your knowledge of different maneuvers and skills to the test. So I'm hoping that is literally all it is. Like, yeah, we might have some tricky turns, stuff like that, but that it shouldn't be too ridiculous. And I do prefer things like this that are more like, hey, I'm just executing things I'd be normally executing, as opposed to I'm working on a specific skill, like we did in Slalom with a trailer and wedged, or even in the Nightmare Fuel Station, where, I don't know how realistic something like that is, where you'd be backing into something super crazy, but I'm sure it happens, especially in real life. Right, your task is to successfully navigate the route and park in the designated area. Right, so continue driving along the designated route. So there's a little bit of a slalom-y type thing there, which is a bit odd. And then park in the designated spots, so it does look like we're just pulling in. Alright. Forgot to change my gear. Still not used to the manual settings. Now, are we making like a ridiculous kind of U-turn type thing here? And then going around a barrier? That's kind of what it looks like. Which seems a little crazy, because again, like, what scenario are you ever gonna do this in? So I can't see anything, but I'm gonna stay as close as I can to the side, and oh, really? So I clipped it with a trailer. Alright, well, that's how we learn. Alright. So it was a bit much that happened there. So yeah, it's not really a U-turn, but it's a pretty sharp cycle here. And so, yeah, what I probably need to do is go a little bit further there, and then just pay attention. Alright, so we're through there. Then we've got to kind of position ourselves. I think if we take this at somewhat of a 45, and again, swing wide. Kind of the opposite of the Sweet Chariot, which is swing low. Sweet Chariot coming forth to carry me home. But so again, just trying to be aware. All right, so this is finally the roundabout. So it's kind of requiring us to be a little careful, but you know, again, you're realizing you have a long thing behind you that that you have to deal with. Oh boy. Whew. All right, and again, we'll stay way over there, and hopefully then we'll be good. Looks like we're okay. So, you know, I get the whole there's cars, there's whatever thing here, but I don't know. This whole put barricades in the middle of the road for this just seems odd. I don't like this. Alright, and again, I've got to be careful to then clear this one. And then we're coming around here. So again, we're gonna, let me turn, whoop. Shoot. I don't think no, I'm not enough. That stinks, because now I'll have a direction change, which I think is gonna, so what I was trying to do was get my head tracker going, which unfortunately I had not. Come on. Alright, we barely got through there still. Alright, so we're gonna stay over. Oh boy, are we gonna make it? Alright, we did. Alright, great. Time's okay. Just want to get done. Alright, so we're coming through here again. I'm sure we don't have to do anything too crazy, but obviously we've got some... Oh boy. Alright. So we're going to come through there. We obviously need to clear the vehicles. So we're going to head over this way. Nice big cowboy painted on the house. It's a longer road than I thought, because obviously it only showed a couple things. Alright. So, again, we're going to swing a bit. I don't think. Nope, I can't. And if I don't make it. So yeah, we had some direction change problems. Alright, we're gonna stay over on that side. Oh boy, how close can we go up on the curb? We can, as long as we don't hit the cone. Oof. Alright. So, does that mean we gotta go through? I see, it's a bit of an angular type entrance, because we're going to create, again, a scenario that probably is never going to happen. But sure, we'll go with that. I assume I can go up on the curb. Then come over here. I think I see the parking spot. And again, it was like 3 minutes for the quick time. And then, so again, I'm watching my mirror there just to make sure. Alright, so there is a cone. And yes, we just need to park. So hopefully all the problems are gone. It's just, again, can I get in here in a nice straight manner? Or will I have to reposition? I would hope not. Because again, that's the whole point with a large swing there. Come on. Alright, I'm like, what is happening? Alright, so just 1 star because we didn't go outside, I think. So yes, we kept the interior camera, but the important thing is we were able to finish it. I don't understand how I have 12 direction changes. Oh, I think we were allowed 12. I see. I thought that's like what it said I did. But yes, I did more than 2, I think, so. But either way, the goal is get things done. You know, we're not necessarily worried about the high score yet. I mean, there are some achievements of like getting stars and this, that I might miss, but that's okay. Some of it just is a little more challenging than what I can do. All right, so Factory Frenzy is next. In this scenario, you'll drive through an industrial training course. So I'm going to think it's similar to what we just did. It's just I'm not in a city per se. I'm now in a factory. So hopefully it'll be the same type of difficulty. All right, so let's see. This training course varies in difficulty as you proceed through it. Well, that would make sense. So we kind of got a diagonal there we need to line up for. I'm guessing we're coming out of that and then straightening out. Proceed through each section as quickly as is safely possible, and remember to plan ahead for the next turn, which is what I was doing the whole time. So, yeah, it's just, you know, a few... Right, and then we're just pulling in straight again, which is great. Like, I'd rather do that than have something just super crazy. All right. So, we know we can go here. So yeah, part of... And I might have been able to get the direction change. It's just I ended up, like, screwing up because I was so worried with getting my, myself set with the camera that I then got too far and too deep into the turn. That cone on the left side, on my driver's side, is a problem. All right. So we need to get through there. We likely have to get pretty close to there. And then, yeah, come through here. Okay, so... I don't know what the waypoints get us, because it's not like you can start from a waypoint. Okay, I'm assuming we need to be on this side of the road. But... And once again, I would assume it starts easier and gets more and more challenging. So, alright, we've got, in essence, come on, in essence, a pretty sharp, almost 180-degree entry into the yard. So, I've got to watch my driver's side again, and obviously not hitting the front as I try to keep things out there and pretty open. Oh boy, do I have to back in there? I might have to. 'Cause there's something going on there I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know what I'm seeing. Is this like, do I continue there or do... Alright, let's see. I think as long as I don't look outside... Oh, I see. Alright, so yes, I have to go past, back in there. Or wait. No, I don't back in there. I have to... Oh my goodness. I have to, like, turn around and come through there, I think, is what the issue is. Oh boy. Alright, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing around in the grass, and we're going to go underneath and kind of line ourselves up, I think, in that space of the underpass. So I need enough room here to do that smoothly. And they give you a bit of a wide berth there. Oh, this isn't as tight as it looked. It looked like it was really tight from the other side, but okay. So, yeah, because I'm like, do I have to back in? But I'm like, it didn't really seem that way, and it's not giving me an arrow, but yeah, I think I see what it's trying to do there. All right. So this will be a bit tricky. I am not sure that I can make it. Maybe I can. Alright, let me go a little bit further. And we'll see. Yeah, I think we can. Oof. Yeah, this is not simple. I see a cone there. Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure I need... Yep. Okay. So now I need to start straightening out for sure. And again, Oh, we're gonna hit the wall. How do you make this turn? What? Alright, well... Yep, we've got a direction change, but we don't have much of a choice here. I don't know, I may hit the cones, we'll see. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Alright, so let's see if we can do that. Because now I think I'm... Yeah, I think this requires a restart. It's too much of a reset. But this is a challenging turn, that's for sure. So, okay. And again, it's kind of how we figure things out as we go. Because, yeah, like this one's not horrendously bad. I mean, there's a bit to it in that you have to come in and then, you know, stay over to the side and then come out. But yeah, what I need to do with that turn is drive really deep into it and get myself out of there. All right. So obviously, yes, I'm not going to take forever there, but then this is where we go around. And if they get harder than that, like, that's a hard turn back there to figure out. So, I don't know. That one is challenging for sure. You know, and the truck has a pretty tight turning radius to some degree, but it's certainly not anything. So I'm wondering, no, because I'm like, was coming in the way I did the problem? And it really is, well, maybe. Now that I think about it, I'm wondering, let me do it this way. Let me go through here and come around the other way. And I give it a different look. And kind of get it in here where I'm less... No, see, I don't know that this is any different. I think I need to come in and then sharply go here and then really follow this on a very tight turn. Because this was the problem, is I took a not tight turn, and then, you know, it appeared I had less of a chance of... I don't think I'm going to make that. Nope. So how close was I? Huh. That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to try it one more time, and if not, we might pack it up for this episode. Although it's only been... It's a little less time than I thought, so... Maybe we'll give it another 1 or 2 shots if we have to. Alright, so I'm not sure that doing what I did, I think going around the first way where I'm semi-straight already was probably a cleaner way to do it. So I'm gonna try some of that. Like, you know, to me this one, while yes, it requires some kind of quick whip, 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 you know, S-curve movement there to get the trailer to go and not catch anything. It's not as difficult as some things that we run into. So, alright, we're gonna want to get in here. And again, this one's not that difficult. It's just a sweeping turn, and again, I mean, there is that one cone that's a little bit inside, because if you cut too fast this way, you end up in a spot you'd rather not be in. Yeah, just with the force feedback, it does weird things with your wheel too when you're doing that, so. Alright. Because that's the thing, like, this gets me a little bit better, where coming in the way I did, I was 45 and then never really got the trailer against the wall, per se. So I don't think I want to swing out. I think I want to keep myself as far over here as I can, and then maybe, I'm worried I don't have the angle, but we will find out, because, yeah, we are beeping. See, now the thing is, I think... Alright. Like, I think I can start straightening out now. Oh, come on, what did we... Did we really? Oh... Because I was clear at that point. Alright. Well, but I've got an understanding, so that does work. See, I'm kind of keeping an eye on. I don't want to necessarily go past half an hour on these, not much at least. I mean, it's one of those, like, if I'm like, oh, I know exactly what to do, I'm going to finish this, or hey, we've been working on one for 20 minutes and we're right at the end and I'm pretty sure we can finish it. I'm not just going to terminate it. But, you know, because again, who knows what's past here yet? Like, there's a lot going on. Alright. So we are through. But yes, we need to stay near the wall, and I think I then had it, but I was cutting a little too close, so I needed to, you know, I was trying to straighten out more than I think I should have at that point, because the trailer was already tracking in a certain direction, and I don't think I was going to be in trouble. Alright, so again, head out kind of toward the wall a little bit, get around that cone. Head over here, because yes, to some degree, obviously, I am trying to move this along, because, hey, if I can somehow do the time thing, that's a good thing, too. Alright, so we're there, and then once again, like, it opens us up right there to swing over, so we want to do that, and then I should be fine there. And then we just get this turning. It just feels like I shouldn't turn. Alright, so this is the problem I had, is like now I want to keep going. We're not going to make that. So let me look at this. We're not going to make that this time. Alright, well, again, I'm not gonna fight it, because that's not gonna work. I'm pretty sure this will be it. So, definitely encourage anybody. I mean, if you have this, if you're doing it, give these a shot. They are not just run through them and go. I mean, not that the first ones were either. There were definitely some challenges there, but having played the game for several hundred hours, I felt much, much better in those scenarios than I do here. Like, these are difficult. Even with the skill set. I mean, I did talk, I think I mentioned something that I was having a buddy visiting us that used to be a professional trucker. I did not show him the scenario of the Nightmare gas station, but we talked through it, and basically, very quickly, I mean, I said this is what it is, and here's how they have you go, and he's like, yeah, you just need to line up the back wheels, and so it's things I'm doing. Like, it's not like he gave me information of, hey, you do this instead, and that it's like, oh, I've never thought of that or never heard of it. So it is just understanding the movement of the vehicle and kind of how it swings and pivots around your fifth wheel and all of that. But yeah, so I think, because again, I was not getting beeps on the cones. Not that I want to be getting them here, but see, what I did then is I then turned. I drove in deeply and then turned very sharply, and kind of hoped I could make it, which I'm still hoping. All right, and then, so this is where we're getting the pivot. And so this is where I had messed up, where I was turning back. So I'm not going to turn back, and we're going to hope we're going to clear. I think we are good. All right, so we made it past the point we never made it past. Now the question is, again, all right, so I'm not going there, but it's showing me something there. I think, again, I need to go around and come in, so I'm thinking I need to go this way and do a similar type of loop. And it's almost kind of showing you the pathway a little bit. I don't know if that's entirely true, but yes, I'm driving as deep as I can into every area because I'd rather go further than not far enough. But yeah, obviously making the turn the other way would be challenging. Alright, I hate that little beep, but it's not the same kind of beep. See, but we just barely cleared that part. Alright, now it looks like, again, it's giving me a deep drive here because we've got to come in and take a bit of an angle. I don't see any weird cones or anything, so I think we're okay. Again, it's giving me a bit of an angle there. I think I can just drive into the grass. Stay over there, because I'm going to use the real estate it's giving me. Because I think I'd be foolish not to. Oh, that is interesting. Why is it giving me that? I'm going to use it because I'm sure it's there for a reason. And maybe it's just there to be able to drive quickly. So really that is the hardest thing. So yeah, it's like if I had taken off after that, I probably would have been okay. But we got 2 this time because I didn't do any reversing. Hey, I got a little more progress to advanced student, but that will get us in a pretty good spot. We still have 2 more scenarios in chapter 3 and then quite a few in chapter 4. And again, I think I missed one. Yes, Diagonal Alley. Right now I have 1 in 3, 1 in 2. Obviously the first one was just one thing that was just a really basic tutorial, so that was easy. But the rest of it, and again, industrial delivery, I'm thinking is just another version of the factory. So I'm thinking it's going to be this, but I'm worried turning on a dime is going to be something, again, some maneuver that's difficult. Yeah, this home stretch looks like this is weird. I mean, it looks very enclosed, like we're going in there and there, and it doesn't even look possible, whatever it's having you do, but anyway. I'll worry about it when I get there. I'm getting too far ahead. But yeah, like this advanced alley backing and truck stop. See, truck stop escape, I'm hoping is still just like go forward and you're getting out of a really packed truck stop. But again, this blind side into a cluttered lot, I think is going to turn into this for me. It's going to be really difficult. Because that one technically isn't a blind side. I'm turning in where I can see, where this one is going to add the blind side piece to it. So, thinking there's a few things that are just not going to be easy to do. So we'll see how many of these I can ultimately accomplish, but we got 2 more done. That's a big deal. If you're enjoying this, haven't dropped a like or not subscribed, please consider that, and I will see you next time.